Hey guys, thank you for tuning back into If I Only Knew. My name is LeVar. Today we're going to be talking about how to relax the mind part 2. In the first video I left out so many different things, so I figured I'd cover at least a couple more here to help you relax your mind. One of the biggest things you can do to relax your mind is to go into nature. Let's be around some trees, be around some grass. If you notice, whenever you go to the park, you always feel a sense of comfort, a little bit more relaxed. You know, some of the greatest thinkers in the mind always went back to the parks, went to the woods, and took vacations there just to clear their mind, just to connect back to the earth. Lincoln did it. You know, Lincoln took monthly vacations. President Lincoln, just in case y'all think is one of my friends, Lincoln. President Lincoln actually took a month vacation every year in the park, in the forest, just to clear his mind, just to get reconnected. Especially right now, with us being so inundated with technology, always having our cell phones, always being connected to television, HD this, HD that, and you know, it's good to be connected to technology in the modern world, but sometimes we need to just take a break and relax from it. You know, it's even scientific studies proving that being around a lot of electromagnetic energy actually interferes with our energy field, our aura. And it actually causes some kind of restrictions and frustration within our energy fields, that sometimes we may feel uncomfortable, we may feel stressed out, we may have headaches, and sometimes it's literally from looking at the computer screen and electromagnetic energy pulsating off the screen, holding our phones all the time, which actually has radiation popping off of it, holding it to our heads. These things are interfering with our well-being as well. That's why more and more people nowadays have headaches, and more people are feeling unease and not balanced. A lot of it has to do with, you know, all the electromagnetic energy that we're dealing with. So when you can, you know, go to nature, go to the park, take walks, you know. That's why we walk our dogs, not only to go to the bathroom and stuff like that, but they need to be in nature. They need to put their feet in the grass to feel more at ease, and we're very similar to that. So make sure you're getting in the parks if you can, leaving your cell phones at home when you do. I know that sounds foreign to a lot of you guys, leaving your cell phone, but it's important to do these things because we need to connect back and kind of de-stress ourselves and not be connected to somebody calling us all the time. You know, these things bring anxiety and stress to us. You know, I'm known as a guy who leaves my cell phone on the regular because I understand what it is to disconnect and to reconnect with yourself. Besides the park, I would say the beaches. Number 2, the beaches, because the beaches and the water, man, when you hear the water, it has a soothing sound, the ocean crashing. But not only does it have a soothing sound, but it releases negative ions. And when you have it, it releases this negative ions, it actually replenishes your body. It makes you feel good. That's why they say a lot of the people in California, they have this feel-good vibe and relaxed vibe because they're always on the beach, and they're always in the sun. The sun has a very calming, relaxing feel for you. So if you notice, when you're in the sun, you feel better most of the time. So get out in the sun, get out on the beach, walk the sand, walk on the sand. When you walk on the sand, it actually cleanses your aura too. Check it out, you know, do some research, and you'll see that when you walk on the sand, it actually reduces stress by cleaning up your energy field. Some of this stuff may sound real foreign to you guys, talking about energy fields and auras, but this is a part of us. We're energetic beings, you know, whether we realize it or not. We have that, you know, we have to start to grow to a certain extent and start to understand some of the basic things of who we are and how we operate. That's how you really get a relaxed mind, by starting to understand who you are and how you operate. For example, another great way to relax your mind is to start to deal with your emotional issues. Start to connect to the things that bother you and deal with them. Once you start to connect with issues you have with people, friends, family, and you just don't push them to the side, but you actually approach those people and resolve those issues, you will feel a lot better and a lot lighter. See, because when we hold in all these emotional anchors within us, it doesn't allow us to have peace of mind. Peace of mind comes from dealing with issues, resolving them, and releasing yourself from the emotional toxicity that it causes. These things are all over the place. We're dealing with them nonstop. It's not a conscious thing most of the time. It's a subconscious thing. And the reason I'm saying that is because subconsciously, so many things that have happened to us throughout life, and that we have took action to cause some kind of frustration, it actually affects us. It affects us, and it's like a rotating loop in your subconscious mind of negativity, problems caused, people maybe stressing you out a little bit, you stressing other people out. All of this affects your well-being. One of the ways to resolve that is by dealing with your issues. You have to deal with your issues. We can't act like, we can just get rid of them without tackling them. Being strong, being someone who's not afraid to look at yourself. Go above the crashing waves of the ocean and start to dive deeper into the ocean of your mind and of your emotions, and start to resolve some of the daddy issues that you have. Start to resolve some of the mommy issues you have. Start to talk to your brothers and your sisters and your cousins of things that they did that got on your nerves that you never really acknowledged. These things are a must, because see, once you start to really speak your truth, deal with the things that bothered you, communicate with the people that said things that may have hurt you, talk to the people that you have hurt and try to resolve that too. This is how you get real relaxed minds, by dealing with your emotional issues, by dealing with the challenges that we all have of dealing with people. Once we're able to deal with these things, your mind will become much clearer, much clearer. So take the initiative to reach out to somebody that you caused a problem with, or you may have said something. Apologize. See how that works for you. Apologize to somebody that you did them wrong. You said something that got under their skin and it really bothered them, and you said it out of frustration or something like that. Talk to those people and resolve that, and let them know how you feel, and that you may have said it while you was in a bad state, and see how you feel as you're doing it and afterwards. Because see, once you deal with that emotion, it's really strong and intense as you're doing it, but afterwards you feel so much lighter. You feel so much better just talking and communicating with people that you may have had an issue with. Most people don't even know that you have an issue with them when you do. Because we holding it inside, but they don't know. So if we're angry at somebody, most of the time they don't even know we're angry with them, but we're the ones who's feeling that anger. And that person doesn't even know. Imagine that. So we're walking around with this anger, this frustration, this hate towards someone, and they don't even know. So that's why it really doesn't make sense to be angry at anyone, because we're the ones who feel it. Just like if we're happy with somebody, we're joyful with somebody, we're sending we feeling we're in love with somebody, we're the ones who feel it. And if you think about that, it makes sense to wish someone well. It makes sense to be happy for someone, because when you're doing that, you're the one that's feeling it. And if you're feeling that way, imagine you're going to be a lot more relaxed, a lot more joyful. Your mind's going to be a lot clearer, and that's some of the real stuff that we actually need to deal with. That emotional stuff, dealing with people, dealing with ourselves, because a lot of times we did things that we can't even forgive ourselves for. And when we don't forgive ourselves, that frustration and that anxiety that we have carries on, and it reflects in our day-to-day life. So the biggest thing in the world you can do is forgive yourself. I have to tell you, it's not easy. I've done some crazy stuff in my life, and to forgive yourself for that is so huge. And it takes work, it takes effort, but it's worth it. Without a doubt, it's worth it, because after you forgive yourself, you feel lighter, you feel freer, and you can move forward. A lot of times when we have these emotional issues, they're blocks. They block us from creative ideas that may improve our life. They block us from connecting with people that probably can enhance our life and bring more joy to our life, bring more information, bring more money to our life. So we have to resolve these issues within ourselves, deal with as many as you can with people that you may have offended, and when you do that, you'll start to see a huge difference in the way you feel in your everyday life, and you will have more peace, and you will be in more balance. People will recognize it. People will want to be around you more because you're more at peace, and they want a little bit of it. Even if it's a subconscious thing, they will feel it. They will feel it, and they want to be around you. And imagine the other people who are peaceful and in harmony and are happy and joyful will start to be around you too, because now you resonating with their frequency. And people that maybe you wanted a boyfriend or a girlfriend, and you're saying to yourself, man, why can't I get one? What's going on? A lot of times we have so much negative baggage that when you do get somebody in your life, you're going to attract someone who has negative baggage too, because you're attracting that because that's who you are. Forgive yourself, be happy with yourself, gives you peace of mind, then you attract somebody else that has peace of mind, that has forgiven themselves, that has an uplifting vibe. That's how we can do it, man, and that's how you'll be happier. And at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. So take some of this stuff that I just told you, and make sure you follow through with it. Once you see the improvements, you're gonna be like, yo, LeVar was right. LeVar was right. I'm glad I listened. I'm glad I tried some of this stuff out, because some of it's easy and some of it's not, but it's all worth it. It's all worth it to be able to move forward, to be able to create the life of your dreams, to be able to live a life where you're happy and you're joyful and you're moving forward and you're succeeding and you're attracting the right person in your life, whether it's a mate or just somebody, a business partner that has good energy. Let's get rid of the negative energy already, and negative people in our life. We do that by changing ourselves. I hope this helped, guys. People always say, if I knew that, if I only knew, my life would be so much better. Now you know.